What is up, beautiful people? It's your boy back at it again with another banger. Today we're in the world of Hearthstone. The new Mercenaries game mode has been out for 2 weeks and 2 weeks only, so I have decided to compile a list of the best of everything that I have been able to find through playing and consuming content from other creators and bring it all to you in a one-stop shop. I'm not going to do much else for the intro. Without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get it. First thing on our list of bests today is going to be best individual mercenaries. I do want to let you guys know that I do not have all the mercenaries, nor are all the mercenaries that I have leveled up to 30, and the ones that I have to 30 are not maxed out. But I'm going to bring you the information that I have anyways. First up, we're going to start with protectors. Karen Bloodhoof. My Karen is level 30, but not maxed out. That is okay. Why is Karen so insane? Karen's insane because he's a speed manipulator, right? Ancestral Uppercut is okay. We're not really focusing on that at all. Endurance Aura and Earth Stomp are absolutely nuts. Earth Stomp is an AoE, which is always good, right? And it slows everything. This is only Earth Stomp 2 as well. Earth Stomp 3 not only does more damage, but it slows them down even more. So Earth Stomp 5 has to go crazy. Endurance Aura, when you get from 2 to 3, it goes from taunt 1 turn to taunt 2 turns. There's still 2 speed faster, but again, there's still 2 more levels for this. I just need more coins. Then we get down to equipment, right? We have Reincarnation. Reincarnation allows this character to not only be reincarnated the first time it dies, it can be reincarnated with 20 health and 30 health, right? I have Reincarnation 2. When I get it to 3, it'll be 30 health. But not only that, okay, and this is, I think, one of the most important things, whether you've played with Karen or not, is if you have queued up an ability and your opponent kills your Karen Bloodhoof, when it comes back, it still uses that ability. So if you have an Earth Stomp queued up and you know your Karen Bloodhoof is going to die, that's fine. Let it die. The Earth Stomp still comes out. The slowest still takes effect next turn. Even if they somehow manage to AoE and kill it twice in the same turn, that Earth Stomp is still going to fall, and that is insane. Next up on the list, we have Ragnaros. My Ragnaros is obviously not level 30, but oh, what's up, buddy? How you doing? This is Raja. Everybody loves Raja. Be sure to follow the Twitch so that you can come hang out with Raja and I as we play Hearthstone. Anyways, Ragnaros. Mine's not level 30. He is a legendary. I just recently got him. I'm going to get him to 30 as fast as possible. Why? 2 reasons. 1, AoE monster, right? Meteor is always doing damage to every single mercenary that's out there. 15 to a character and 6 to adjacent ones, so you're going to want to usually put it in the middle unless you're going to try to, you know, stomp down some fighters. This is just Meteor 2, right? Meteor 3, 21 and 8, and it gets better? It gets better than 21 and 8 to adjacent minions? Yes, it does. Die Insects. Absolutely insane for clearing boards, both in PvP and in PvE, right? This one says deal 12 damage to a random enemy. Death blow, repeat this. If it hits a fighter, it's doing 24, right? And this is only Insects 2. Insects 3, 18. 18 up to 36. You could clear an entire board that way, right? Especially if there's a lot of fighters. Then we're going to come down to equipments, right? Blazing Rune automatically increases your fire damage. So you have this in a fire comp or even by itself. It's just absolutely nutty. You can use Magma Blast if you're using, you know, a fire comp and get the fire combo off. But Sulfuros is okay. Your characters cannot be frozen. If it was cannot be slowed and frozen, that would be absolutely broken. So, you know, I'll take it with the characters cannot be frozen. And then Molten Core, Magma Blast deals 2 more damage. That one's all right. But Blazing Rune 2 is the way you want to go. Third, and this is just an honorable mention, so I guess technically not third, is Cariel Rome. Cariel Rome is in a lot of comps, or at least she was early because of this taunt. Taunt with a 1 speed ability, comes out super fast. Also gains health, so you can use that over and over and over in later rounds if you need. Crusader's Blow restores a bunch of health to this minion. And then when you get the Hammer of Dawn, it ends up restoring health to your others as well. I don't know if Cariel is going to be, you know, S tier or insane in comps forever. But as of right now, Cariel is pretty good. The other 2 are my top 2 for protectors, but I will put Cariel up in there, you know, honorable mention. All right, next into our fighters, we have Blademaster Samurai, or Samuro. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, so we're gonna call him Samuro for this. Anyhow, yeah, level 30, got him to level 30 as soon as I could after I figured out how good he was. Double strike, absolutely insane. Not only does it attack enemies, but if that enemy was damaged this turn, it attacks again, right? So if you get him strong enough, you can absolutely just one-shot some casters. And I'll show you some combos later on in this video that make sure that the double strike gets procced. Mirror Image is cool because it summons a copy, and so your main mercenary does not get hurt. Whirring Blade, it's not the best ability, but it does make Samuro immune, right? So if you're worried about Samuro dying and you need to get a little chip damage in there, you can use your Whirring Blade. That's awesome. Burning Blade, really cool. Whenever this Merc attacks, it's getting +2 attack, right? So it's getting +2 attack from the blade. It's getting +3 attack at double strike 3 from the double strike, right? And that happens twice if you have proc the double strike. So he's just getting attack, 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 right? Yeah, those casters are not going to stand a chance at all. Hornblade, I'm not in love with this equipment, but that's okay, right? That's why they have 3 equipments. And then Sash of Illusion. So I think depending on your comp, this one could be really good, right? Mirror Image summons an extra copy. Now you have more mercenaries on the board. And it's doing just, you know, tons of damage everywhere because both of those mirror images are going to attack. Blademaster Samurai is insane, especially for early burst damage. I would say more so in PvP than PvE, but Blademaster Samurai tops my list when it comes to fighters. And then we're just going to go right in here. Diablo is right next to him. I don't know if you expected this or not. Hopefully you did if you have Diablo. If you don't have Diablo, I'm praying for you, right? This one's one that you just gotta have, right? Sorry about that. Anyways, Doom Charge. The attacking ability, its next ability is 3 speed slower, right? We talked about this when we talked about Karen Bloodhoof. Anything that manipulates speed, really good. Fire Stomp. If you're manipulating speed, right? Now they're all really slow. You're dealing 4 damage to all enemies. Repeat for each enemy that hasn't acted. If everybody on their team is slow, no one's probably acted yet, right? Or you can pair this with Karen, right? And speed your Diablo up. That also works. This is 4 to all. So that's 4 to all 4 times, right? 5 to all 4 times. We're just, you know, boosting that up. Apocalypse 2 is great because if you can get this to go off early, it does critical damage, right? So it forces Karen's attack to be critical, and then if anything else is not going to do critical damage that hits afterwards, that'll also do critical damage. It's insane in pretty much every comp. Magma Horns makes Apocalypse deal 3 more damage, which is essentially 6 more damage because, again, Apocalypse makes everything a critical hit. Black Soulstone, I think, is probably one of the better equipments. I don't know if Magma Horns or Black Soulstone is better, but Black Soulstone is obviously really good too. After a character dies, the smirk gains 3 health, right? So, for example, right, you know, you play Samurai, you're using the mirrors, and those die, bang, 3 health, right? It's just gonna go up. And so that is just an amazing thing for Diablo. And since he's a fighter, again, does major damage to casters, so you can knock out those, you know, Varden Dawn Grasps and Xyrellas. Hint. Anyhow, we are going to go into casters now. All right, that hint was terrible, and I apologize for it right now. But Varden Dawn Grasp is our first S tier, in my opinion, caster mercenary. Why is it only level 15? I didn't realize how good Varden Dawn Grasp was going to be, and now Varden Dawn Grasp is the one and only thing I have in every comp of mine that I am farming PvE with in order to upgrade to level 30 right now. Why? Speed manipulation, again, we're right back at it, right? Flurry 3 is where I'm at, right? Deal 4 damage to 3 random enemy mercs. That is literally all of them, unless they've summoned something else, right? So all of them, they're all 2 speed slower next turn. They're all 2 speed slower next turn. All you have to do is click the flurry button and everything is slowed down, right? Cold Snap. We're not really using Cold Snap unless we know we can get a death blow off. Same with Ice Lance, right? Freezing a character is good, but slowing down all of them, even better. Now, Chilling Amulet, right? Once you reach level 30, deal 2 damage to all enemies upon death rattle. Freeze a random enemy until the end of next turn. I read that to be, this turn will finish. That mercenary will stay frozen until the end of the turn after that, right? So it gives you reason to want to kill Varden Dawn Grasp as well as not kill Varden Dawn Grasp. It's a very hard decision, right? Because if you're using the amulet, one of your mercenaries is then frozen, just period. There's nothing you can do about it, right? If you don't kill Varden Dawn Grasp, then we're just gonna spam flurry and slow you down turn after turn after turn after turn after turn. You literally don't need anything else. I'm not even gonna look through the other equipments. That's what you want. You want Varden Dawn Grasp, you want Varden to be level 30, and you want to use the Chilling Amulet 1. I'm not sure how it upgrades, if it's just more damage or if it's freezing more minions or stuff like that. I probably should have researched that. Even without the research, Dawn Grasp is still insane. Xyrella, we're just going to go right into it, right? If you haven't seen Xyrella in PvP, you haven't been playing PvP. If you don't have Xyrella for PvE, I would highly encourage you to, you know, attempt to get Xyrella, whether that means buying packs, if you are paying for this game mode at all, or to get your Xyrella to level 30 as fast as possible. Why? Blinding Luminance is absolutely nutty, right? Minus attack is really good on your protectors, and, well, not their, you know, protectors and fighters, right? It also deals 12 damage to the enemy, which can be 24 damage against the protector. And there was one other really good thing about it, and I can't think of it right now. Oh, yeah, it procs Blademaster Samurai, right? You'll see this again in a comp that I show you later. This being a 3-speed attack goes before the 4-speed of Blademaster Samurai's double strike, right? So you use Blinding Luminance, bang, Their caster has 10 less attack and 12 less health. Samurai goes, bang, +2 attack, you know, bang, plus attack again, one shot, gone, unless they have a protector, right? But even if they do have a protector, you're still hitting that protector like 5 times in one turn. It's absolutely nutty. Flash heal is really good for restoring health. I don't find myself using it a lot, but you know, there's certain instances when I do. I feel like Blinding Luminance is like one button, right? I'm not going to say that this is a one button mercenary, but this is the button I press the most for sure. Atonement is good, but it's definitely way better if you're using the flash heal. Like I said, I'm not using the flash heal a lot. Radiant Wand is absolutely nutty. Blinding Luminance dealing more damage and reducing the attack more is phenomenal. Robes of Purity, not a super big fan of. I don't think it's a bad one. Again, I don't use that very much. And then Shard of the Naru, flash heal restores 5 more health, but has 1 cooldown. That's not really bad because you're usually using flash heal and then you're going to use blinding luminance or something else like that, right? Trying to get your atonement up. But again, I don't use either of those a lot, so the Radiant Wand is the way to go. Xyrella is in most every comp that I've ever seen. Xyrella is good for farming. Xyrella is good for PvP. Xyrella, if I had to pick a minion, a mercenary, is just used almost everywhere, right? Because you want some variety, you want to try some new stuff. Xyrella would be the one. Definitely get your Xyrella to level 30 and max as fast as you possibly can. All right, second on our list of best is going to be best PvP comps. I know we are looking at this comp and going, Simba, there's literally only 5 mercenaries in this comp. I don't have Jaina. So I found this comp watching Raren. Gosh darn it. I found this comp watching Raren. And Raren has not only used this comp, but got this from Team America, who is ranked 1. For NA Mercenaries. And like I said, Jaina is the mercenary that is missing from this comp. So I'll go over Jaina first. That way I don't forget anything that I know, since I can't show you guys. But the Ice Block Amulet, the bug has been fixed. So the first time Jaina dies, Jaina is not only brought back to life, but immune for that turn. So not only do you get to get another spell off, but they also have to use another attack or AoE or something to get rid of Jaina. Other Jaina perks. Jaina can buff Jaina's own frost damage. Since Jaina can buff, their own frost damage as well as Varden's, it makes Jaina a must kill. Otherwise, the frost damage just gets too much to deal with, right? But then we're back to Varden Dawngrasp, which we talked about in Best Mercenaries, right? Too much frost damage, Flurry's doing an insane amount. You don't kill Varden, all your mercenaries are slow. You do kill Varden, Chilling Amulet goes off. 2 damage to all enemies. Fraser random one until the end of the next turn, right? So now you just got to kill literally everything, right? Or you're just going to get overwhelmed with frost damage and slows and things of that nature, right? Then you have Tavish. My Tavish is 14. I didn't think Tavish was very good. I didn't look at Tavish close enough. Rigged Wiring 1. Passive, +4 health. Your traps last until they're triggered. That sounds pretty good, right? You're like, all right, you have an explosive trap, that's great. You have a bear trap, that's great. Traps also stack. So you go turn 1, right? You used your aimed shot. You go turn 2, you use your explosive trap. You go turn 3, you use your aimed shot. You go turn 4, you use your explosive trap. They stack. So they're both going to trigger the first time that merc is damaged. And that's absolutely nutty. Plus you get the extra health, of course. And then not only that, but explosive trap is going to do double damage to casters. So if you have 2 or 3 explosive traps all doing double damage to casters and damage to everyone, that's absolutely nutty. Right? And then aim shot, if your merc hasn't been damaged this turn, which a lot of the time it won't be because they're trying to kill Varden Dawngrasp and, Jaina, it deals double damage. So now you're doing, instead of 3, you're doing 6. Instead of 5, you're doing 10. Double that down if you're hitting casters. And that's why Tavish is in here. Karen, I don't even have to explain. Look how many of the minions that I put as S tier or best individual, mercenaries are in this comp, right? It's absolutely insane. Karen Bloodhoof, right? So you thought you had slow before, now they're just super slow and they're not doing anything on time at all. Diablo says, oh, everything is super, super slow. I'm just gonna fire stomp you into oblivion. Ragnaros says, oh, you killed a couple of our mercenaries? I'm gonna come out. You don't have any health left? I'm just gonna die insects you into oblivion. This is an amazing comp. And it uses Tavish, which, like I said, I didn't even think Tavish was very good. So people, don't focus Tavish, and then they get absolutely wrecked. It's amazing. I do believe there is also synergy with, let me look here. Yeah, so Black Soulstone, if you prefer to use Black Soulstone, or if you have Black Soulstone, right? After a character dies, this merc gains +3 health. If you're using Tavish, and you're using your bear traps, The bear traps have taunt, just like bear trap does in standard. So as those die, Diablo also will get more health if you are using that equipment. And so this is obviously, like I said, #1 NA comp. Really, 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 really good. And if you have any, questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the comments. I'll try to get back to them, whether they're about individual mercenaries or this comp in general. All right, the next comp that I have is just called Combo. I don't know if this is anybody's specific comp. I don't know, if I should be giving anyone credit for this. I found, so these first 3 mercenaries is a very, very common combo that you will see on ladder, or at least you were, within the last 2 weeks. And so I'll be going over that, as well as these last mercenaries. But I don't think this is a specific, like, super, super high ranked, combination of mercenaries. But these first three definitely are. So you have your Xyrella, right, which we talked about earlier. Blinding Luminance, absolutely insane. Radiant Wand, absolutely nutty. Love to see that. And then Xyrella does proc the Samurai, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Sorry to keep switching screens. If you get the Blinding Luminance off at 3, Samurai is going to come out at 4, and it will double attack which enemy is used, right? Whichever enemy you use the Blinding Luminance on, to be specific. That's also why Cariel is here, right? So you use this combo, and you have Cariel for the 1-speed taunt. First thing that happens, right? You're like, but Cariel hasn't lost any health. Why would you use the taunt when the taunt is used to restore health instead of using the Crusader's Blow? You're not going to get a death blow on your first attack with Crusader's Blow. It's also a 6-speed move. Just taunt up. You taunt up, you protect your Samurai, you protect your Xyrella, right? And then this comp is actually kind of came about because of, like, mirror matches to this comp. So if both players are using the Xyrella Samurai combo, you have to find a way to let it go off. And so with Cariel Roam, you can allow yourself that time to get your combo off by doing the taunt turn 1. And then if you need to, you can do taunt heal turn 2. You can do taunt heal turn 3. Absolutely nutty. And that's why Cariel was my honorable mention for best mercenaries. And then Samurai, right after that first double strike, if you need to do it again, right, Xyrella is already back and ready. And so you just keep doing it. Blinding Luminance, double strike, Blinding Luminance, double strike. And then you can get your mirror image off. You can use whichever equipment you want. Personally, I like the Burning Blade because I'm attacking more often, with the double strike. But if you feel like you're using mirror image more often in your matches, you could go with the Sass of Illusion if you have completed task number 7. We go down here to Prophet Valin. Why do we have Valin in this comp? Valin not only restores health to all of your characters, but if Xyrella is still alive, you can get some really cool holy combos with Splitting Light. And Valin's Blessing not only makes Valin's abilities better, but it also makes Xyrella's abilities better. So Valin is pretty good on his own, really good with Xyrella, and then also insane in PvE, which I'll show you guys later. I am using the Tome of Inspiration, which restores 2 more health to your characters, because restoring health to all of your characters at the same time is amazing. I don't really have to go over Diablo and Karen at this point, but I will within, the confines of this comp. Anything that makes your opponent's abilities slower, absolutely great. Fire Stomp when you're using, Xyrella and Samurai combos, you can kind of wipe a board. These are all really slow abilities, but, towards the end of the match, when you get Karen out, right, you can start using Earth Stomp, slowing your opponent. If you use Earth Stomp and then Endurance Aura to make your characters 2 speed faster, right, Diablo's attacks are then 4 speed, with, your opponent's attacks being anywhere from 4 to 6 to maybe even more if you have other slows. Do I think the 3 bottom mercenaries are required for this comp? No. The main point of this comp is to get your Xyrella, Samurai, and Cariel out very, very, very quickly. Do a couple, one-shots on some mercenaries if you can get them down, right? Heavy burst damage, and then whatever you're feeling like you want to put on the back end for these 3 mercenaries, you can. But Karen, Diablo, and Valin are what I have found to work really, 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 really well. So those are 2 of the best comps that I have found. If you guys have found or heard of any better mercenary comps, let me know in the comments, and I can do some videos on those. I try to get those mercenaries leveled up, and show you what those are all about. Okay. Third on our list of best things in Mercenaries so far, PvE comps. Ignore the title, it's just called Upgrade because this is the comp that I use to upgrade my mercenaries when I get them or need to get them to level 30, and it is based around literally just these 3 mercenaries, Xyrella, Valin, and Anduin. We have talked about Xyrella a lot today. You're going to use your Blinding Luminance to make sure your other mercenaries don't die, right? Anduin is in the comp, specifically because of Holy Nova. Holy Nova does 8 damage to all enemies. It also restores 12 health to your characters, which ensures that your Xyrella, Valin, and Anduin don't die. Penance also heals itself because Anduin's the only human, so, you know, deal 7, heal 8, and this is only Penance 2, right? When it comes to being down here, the equipment doesn't really matter at all. I don't have the Harmonic Mallet, but that would make Holy Nova deal 2 more damage. Then we get to Valin, right? Holy Blast deals 10, restores 7 to all your characters. Again, you don't want your characters to die. You just want to kind of farm through all the mobs, right? Splitting Light deals 13 to an enemy. Holy Combo, it also damages its neighbors, right? That is really, 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 really good because Zyrella's Blinding Luminance is so fast, right? You use Blinding Luminance, you use Splitting Light, bang, bang, bang. You've attacked literally all their minions. You then hit with, you know, Anduin, other AoE, everything's just wiped. You're just going through, winning all of these battles, right? Holy Blast restores 2 more health to your characters. That's phenomenal. And then if you can get the bonus that erases cooldown on your mercenaries while you're in PvE on Valin, choose that. It'll allow Valin's Blessing to be used turn 1, plus 2 holy damage, and your next holy ability casts twice. And that's insane, right? A lot of times you don't even need to use this until you hit a boss, but if you can use it initially, then you're just gonna wipe them on turn 2, if not turn 1. Tavish, Rag, and Antonidas are the mercenaries that I am currently trying to upgrade to 30 as fast as possible, and that is why they are here, and that is the only reason that they are here. Literally, this comp is those 3 minions, and you will fly through PvE. The second comp that we have, literally, like I said, only has 3 in there. These are not, they're not all level 30, so I can't use it to farm yet, but I have seen some of this from Kripparrian. I've seen a lot of this from Rarin again, and so Geddon I already have to 30. Finally, that is amazing. This is a fire comp. You literally one-shot most things, sometimes even bosses, right? So your heating up is on turn 1, deal 7 damage. Your fire abilities are 1 speed faster next turn. It'll do more damage. I'm not sure if it makes your fire abilities even faster as it gets upgraded, but that is why we have that, right? We have heating up, and then Inferno deal 6 damage, and then fire combo deal another 6 damage. So as long as you're using, you know, your Rag and your Antonidas, you should be fine because that is a 6 cost, right? Magma Blast, deal 6, fire combo, deal 12 instead. That's good. Die Insects is really the important one. As you get Die Insects upgraded, it'll deal a bunch of damage and just wipe mobs off the face of the planet. Antonidas, because Fireball costs 4, that's how you're going to be proccing a lot of those combos. Like I said, Antonidas is only rank 1 because I didn't even realize this combo was a thing when I started. But you have your Flame Strike, deal 4 to all. That's cute. You have your Fireball Storm, cast Fireball 1 at a random enemy, repeat for each fire ability you've cast this turn. You can totally use that. Not super big deal though, right? You just want your Fireball so you can start proccing your combos. We can go through the equipment if you guys want. Fireball deals 1 more damage. It is what it is. Circlet of Flame. Flame Strike deals 2 more damage. Cool. Fireball Storm casts Fireball at 2 random enemies, but it has +1 cooldown. Yeah, you're probably just taking the Cinder Core Staff once you reach level 30, making your Fireball do more damage. Because again, I have no idea how anything fire-related does in PvP, but in PvE, these 3 guys right here, as long as you can keep them from dying or hit a Spirit Healer, you should be good to just... I really tried to not snap too loud there into my microphone. Run through the mobs, you know, to get your XP as fast as possible, to get coins as fast as possible, and to hit the Mysterious Stranger as fast as possible. Mysterious Stranger is actually the next thing we're going to talk about. So again, let's get right into it. All right, so Mysterious Stranger is on one of those mystery spots on the board, and the Mysterious Stranger will allow you to collect these things, these tasks, right? Which not only give you coins, sometimes packs, but they give you the, not abilities, but equipments for your mercenaries, right? And so my campfire is full because it's a new day. However, as I go through those, if I want to get more, right, you hit the Mysterious Challenger, or sorry, the Mysterious Stranger, and it will give you an option, right, between 3 of the mercenaries that are in your team. I want to be clear on that. It's not going to pick random mercenaries that you own. It's going to be 3 of the 6 that you have in the current team that you were using on that run. And so I would go personally to Felwood on the normal mode. We're going to get in there, and I would do the level 27, the Corrupted Ancient, right? We're going to choose that. We're going to go in here. I'm just going to click upgrade. We're going to choose this and show you guys the board, right? All right, so here we are. It looks like 1, 2, 3. Actually, technically, it's 1 fight away, right? You do this fight. You go here, you get the Fighter's Boon. You go over here, you hit the Spirit Healer. You go over here, you hit the Mystery. It could be anything, right? So it's not guaranteed to be the Mysterious Stranger, But this is one of the shortest pathways to get to the mystery, where it could be anything, so that you can find a mysterious stranger. I'm not even sure what the percentages. I feel like it's like 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 for you to get the mysterious stranger, and sometimes you get them, you know, not at all. Sometimes you get them 4 times in a row. And then, you know, after which, right, you pick which one you need. You go to your campfire. You can see what you have, see what you need to do to complete it, and just go from there, right? You can also, once you complete them, visit your campfire and, you know, accept those so you have more room later on. And so this is where I would go. And then if you're looking for XP and coins and stuff, you can feel free to finish the run. If you're not, and you're literally just trying to hit the mysterious stranger, you can actually just hit view party and retire. It retires your current run. You're brought right back here. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The cool thing about that also is when you choose this, you go in, right? Say for some reason, oh, what a perfect example. There's no way I could have planned that any better. Look at that. Mysterious Stranger possibility is right next to the final boss, right? You have to go through 1, a Spirit Healer, another 2, another Spirit Healer, right? I don't even know if there's, you know, 1, 2, 3, right? So there's ways to get up there decently quickly. But if you want it to be closer, again, you don't want to go through all this. You party, retire, retire. You lose absolutely nothing. You're right back in. You choose this one. You're like, ah, where is it? Okay, cool. I'm going to go 1 fight, 2 fight. I'm going to get a boon. I'm going to get a Spirit Healer. I'm actually literally on the wrong path, so ignore that, right? 1, 2, 3 fights. Get the Caster's Boon and the mystery right there. So 3 fights to get to that one. So sometimes it's closer than 3, sometimes it's farther than 3. It depends. It's not always in the same spot, and it's not guaranteed. But this is where I would go to farm for the Mysterious Stranger so you can get your tasks done. And then, like I said, you're not required to finish this run. Once you've earned that, you can just go back out, go right back in, try to get another Mysterious Stranger, or you can finish it, you know, get the rest of the XP and your coins. And this is what I think right now is the best spot to farm for Mysterious Stranger in order to get those tasks up. Make sure you have the mercenaries that you want the tasks for in your comp. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out for the duration of this video. Hope you liked it. Let me know if you did. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you loved. Let me know what you hated. Hopefully you didn't hate anything, but you know, if you did, we still out here. We're going to bring you the best content for Mercenaries and everything else. If you want to see literally anything else, let me know in the comments. Let me know on social media. Everything's going to be down below. You know what I'm saying? Stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated, stay in your own lane, and have a great rest of your day. Peace!